Shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakachadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, where I learned this truth from. Much respect to the brothers that are out there preaching and teaching the truth worldwide across the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and freedom for this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, the house of David, and the Akim and Akwak that might be listening to this lesson on today. This is your brother Abad Yabah, coming through with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And the title of my lesson is We're Close, You Better Get Ready. Now, being ready is defined as being fully prepared in a suitable state and mentally or physically equipped for immediate action, use, or specific situation. Situation is our salvation. Immediate action should be each and every day being prayerful that you are ready for Yahweh Shai's return. So we got to get ready. And one scripture that comes to mind right now immediately to begin this lesson off with is Romans 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And he knows that he has a short time. So things are going to happen at a rapid pace. Things are being ramped up. Talked of a new pandemic, famine of the word, brothers' lessons being messed with, and things going on with the internet, famine of food. There's so many things that they're doing to try to poison everything, whether it be toothpaste, whether it be your food, whether it be your water. Everything is basically contaminated. So this devil, Esau, knows that he has but a short time left, and he's doing everything and anything that he can do within his power in order for this place to basically go up in flames because he has but a short time left, and he can feel it. So without further ado, I'm going to go into my scripture. My first one is from Proverbs 20:4, and it reads, it says, the sluggard will not plow by reason of the cold. Therefore shall he beg and harvest and have nothing. And that's just to say, a person that will make any and every excuse not to be ready for when the time comes. And when the time comes, you're going to be begging. He's going to be pleading. He's going to have every reason to be in need. And we don't want to be in that state when Yahweh Shah comes back. We don't want to be having any excuses as to why we didn't put forth the effort. We didn't go forth and do the work, to prepare ourselves for his return, because we've known for some time that he is returning, and every day prophecies are just jumping off the page, and showing us that we're not going to be here much longer, and we don't desire to be here much longer. I mean, it's like every day is a vexation, just going to work every day and not seeing the fruits of your labor, or just how the food that you eat it has almost no nourishment in it. You know what I'm saying? The things that you have to buy, every day, that it's just coming to the point to where we know that we're almost out of here. So we cannot wait until the last minute to get prepared. We have to every day examine ourselves and see if we're within the faith. But we also got to know that there's work to be yet done until Yahweh shall return. So we want to make sure that we're strengthened. We want to make sure our faith is intact. We want to make sure that there's no doubt. We got to make sure that, that we are balanced and focused on the task at hand. And we don't want to be at the end when Yahweh Shah comes and then not have a reason to not be prepared for him. We don't want to be on this earth when it's in a lake of fire. We don't want to be in the midst of that. We don't want to be able to experience that ourselves. We want to be able to watch that from the chariot. So in order to do that, we have to prepare ourselves. We have to be ready. Right now, we got to get ready. I mean, we got to stay ready so we don't have to get ready. That statement is true to life right now. Matthew 24:13 reads, it says, watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh. So that tells us that we don't even know, because Yahushua doesn't know. Only Yahweh knows. And when he sends Yahushua back, it's not going to be to come back and, shake hands and all that. It's going to be destruction of this wicked kingdom. So we gotta be ready. It's like just having your bags packed and knowing that, watching your watch and knowing you have some place to be. Every day is that, ancient state that you should be in, knowing that we are at that point. It's not a time for relaxation. This is not our rest. We got to be on edge, but also be patient, knowing that when your house shot comes, it's gonna be a perfect time. So we got so much that we should be in our minds to do, that we shouldn't be like to the point to where we're so amped up to where it's like impatient energy. But we just know that we're patiently waiting the return of Yahushua, wanting it to be as soon as it can be, but we're not rushing it because we know we can't rush the Lord. So we have to make sure that we're watching each and every day, but we're also doing the work. We're blowing the trumpet. We're warning the people. We're making sure that our part is being done and completed as far as our task. But we know that we're wanting Yahushua to be here like yesterday, but we have to endure to the end. We're going to be put through fire. We're going to be tested, but that is to show that we are the true people, that we are the elect, so we're all hopeful of that. So we're going through Jacob's trouble right now. We are still, in as far as our mindset, looking for Yahushua's return. And we want to be ready because we don't know when he's coming back. And Luke 12:40 just backs that up. It says, be ye therefore ready also, for the Son of Man cometh at an hour when ye think not. So that just lets you know that reiterates the point that we don't know when, and Yahushua doesn't know when, but we got to be ready when he comes, because like I said, it's not going to be a time to where you start putting your stuff together once he gets here. It's like when a plane gets ready to take off, you got to already have your bags ready. You got to already have your stuff on the plane. It's not the time when you get there, you start trying to figure out what you need and trying to get things last minute, because that plane is going to take off without you, and you don't want that chariot to take off without you. We don't want to be left behind. So we want to make sure our stuff and our mindset and our things are together, that we're equipped and ready to go when Yahushua returns. So therefore, we're studying to show ourselves approved. We're doing the work on the highways and byways. We're putting forth lessons to warn the people, blowing the trumpet. We're also praying. We're also fasting. We're doing the things to get ourselves mentally, spiritually, and physically ready for Yahushua's return. And we're wanting to be on those chariots. We desire to be on those chariots. So the things that we're having to do, to prepare ourselves, even for Jacob's trouble, we're doing those things to the best of our ability, because we don't want to be left behind, and we don't want to have any excuses, because those excuses are not going to be to the point to where there's going to get us anywhere when Yahushua returns. He's coming back to do what he needs to do and to gather up the harvest of the elect that are ready to go. not the ones that are not prepared, not the ones that just now feel like it's time. It's past time. It's we should be ready right now. Luke 20:28 reads, it says, "And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh." So those things that are beginning to happen is, the prophecies being fulfilled. Like I said, uh, the 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 pandemics coming. You know what I'm saying? The pestilence, the famine of the word, the MOTB, uh, the civil wars, uh, the martial law. A multitude of things is about to pop off soon. So therefore, once those things happen, especially the MOTB, because we're already in Jacob's trouble, once those things pop off, we already know that we can look up and prepare ourselves for the chariots to be here, because what has already been spoken to us is going to come to pass. And we know that our salvation is soon to be. It's nigh. So we can't just think because we know that we're Israelites, or because we know who the Father's name is and the Son's name is, that that's enough. There's a multitude of things that we should be doing and have done by now, uh, even at this state, in order for us to be prepared when Yahushua comes back. So we know that we're close. We know that things are happening right now as I speak, as to where we don't have much time left here in this wicked kingdom, and our salvation is not. You can look at it. You know what I'm saying? You can look at the evil that just once you walk outside of your house, you could look at the wickedness, you could look at the confusion, you could look at all the things that are coming about, because the devil knows he has but a short time left. And those that are not in the truth, those that are so worldly and carnal, they're acting as if this is the days of Noah when he was building the ark, and they're just partying and BSing and going about their own particular business and not realizing that it's almost over. Chasing a bag, everything but preparing yourself for when Yahushua returns. We can't do that. We know better. So we know that we're close and that we better get ready. Which brings me to my final scripture, and that's in John 14:3. And it says, "And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again." This is Yahushua speaking. "And receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also." Once he died for us on that cross, and once he came back and showed who he really was to the disciples and everybody else, he left. He left on a chariot, and he said he's going to come back. And when he comes back, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be he's preparing the place for us. He's prepared a place for us, and it will be ready when he comes back. We got to be ready. We got to have ourselves, in a place to where we can be taken up in those chariots. He went away to prepare for us a place, and we got to be able to receive the reward. So we know that we're close. We can see, we can feel it, and we understand it. But if we're not doing the things necessary for us to be on those chairs, then all that means is that we're close to either our redemption or our punishment. We know this word, and we've heard this word, and we've been engulfed in this word to either be marked for salvation or death. And that is a choice each and every day that you got to make when you wake up and knowing that you have work to do. You don't want to be that sluggard. You want to be the one that is diligently seeking him and going forth each and every day, prayerfully, hopefully ready when Yahushua returns. So with that being said, that is the conclusion of my lesson. And as always, I give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash. Until my next lesson, Shalom.